Welcome, my name is Kenny Clavers. So, you have the desire to start playing the Indian harmonium and play beautiful music, kirtans, bhajans, mantras, ghazals, but you have no real clue where to start. Also, many of you might already play the harmonium, but sometimes you find yourself being stuck, always playing the same tunes and not really improving your playing so much. So you want to really develop your playing and start having a lot of fun. So let's dive right into it and let's start, and let me show you the different secrets of music and the harmonium playing. Now, first, why we really need a combination of the Western music system and the Indian music system to properly play the harmonium. Let me explain you why it's not enough to play the harmonium only using the Indian method, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, or only using the Western music system. Let me explain you the trick to combine both music systems. And this is really one of the most important secrets in harmonium playing. First of all, you need to understand that the keys of the harmonium are coming from a Western influence. And we need to remember this and also respect this. So, while the harmonium, of course, is an Indian instrument, the keys are Western. So it's actually a perfect blend between East and West. This is important to understand because it will make things so much easier for you to play the harmonium. Now, often Indian singers have one certain key that their voice sounds best. So the common limitation is that they have just learned how to play on the harmonium only this one key. And they can play melodies, they can play, maybe they can play some chords, but only in this one specific key. It makes a lot of sense because, you see, Indian music, Indian classical music, which is so rich and so magical, is melody based. So it's all about the melody. Now, here's the thing. When we play songs, which are light style music, such as Bollywood songs, ghazals, bhajans, kirtans or qawwalis, we have to make sure that your voice can reach the highest as well as the lowest notes of the melody. Now, if we can only play one or two keys on the harmonium, we will have difficulties singing many different songs and melodies, because every melody is different and have higher or lower notes. So the skill we need on the harmonium is to adapt the key of the song so we can easily sing the highest as well as the lowest notes. Just quickly one thing, when I'm referring to keys, I'm not referring to the keys on the keyboard, but I'm referring to a key of the melody, which is the scale of the melody. Now, one solution would be, but this is a limited solution, is to have a scale changer. So this is a function only the most expensive harmoniums have. We can slide the keyboard to the left, or we can slide it to the right, and like this we can still play the same key, the same scale, but we will alter the pitch. Now, this is a limited solution because due to the limitation of the scale changer, only playing one scale or key, we will still not be able to play all possible keys. Moreover, most harmoniums do not have a scale changer function. The real solution is to be able to play all scales and all chords. And like this we can play every song in the right key, so we can reach the highest as well as the lowest notes of the melody with ease. And like this we can play so many different songs and really expand our repertoire. So once we understand how the Western music system works, how chords work, and how scales work, we will be able to play any song, any melody with confidence. You need to have the knowledge about chords, scales, and Western music explained in a structured and step-by-step way using simple language. Now let me show you in the next step how easy it really is to play chords. You should be able to know how to play chords and know how to read and write them. If you know how to play chords, you can really play any song and any style there is. You really get a lot of freedom.
Every chord has a root note, which is the lowest note of the chord. The name of the chord comes from this root note. Then, on top of the root note, we play a perfect fifth. There is only one perfect fifth, and it always sounds very harmonious. Then, we fill in the third. This can be a major or a minor third. So we can have a major or a minor chord. Step 2. Connecting the chords. So, connect the chords by turning them around. We have 3 ways to play a chord. In root position and 2 possible turnarounds. Either shifting the root note an octave higher, or shifting the top note, the fifth, an octave lower.